Hail Muvi Wachilungamo, hello. Hail Muvi Wachilungamo, hello. Good afternoon, citizens. As usual, we want to put a disclaimer first. Some people say these people don't have their time, they don't have job to do, why are they making noise? As the history says, each and every citizen, if we are to make this continent a continent of hope and a totally independent Africa with ourselves in control, we need to have this type of time to fight for the mistakes and the wrongs that have gone wrong in our past, in our yesterday, in our present, for us to be able to think of the future. Therefore, it will not just be Africa, it has to start from pockets of nations and states. In this case, we always dedicate our time to speak about our country, Malawi, particularly now when we are under constitutional crisis and our emergency situation. By this, we will always be here to enlighten Malawians. We will always be here to wake up our country so that from now onwards, we will not have a leader or a government that manipulates or plays or abuses citizens and the country. Muvi Wachilungamo has given himself a job to do this for free. Our only right is that we are citizens and we will always do for our nation. That's what we can do best for our country. Therefore, those of you who are critics, you will rather turn your faces out. Let those Malawians who want to know focus on Muvi Wachilungamo. Today, today is campaign day. When we say campaign day, we didn't come here to seek for votes for DPP. We are not here to seek for votes for Tonsi Alliance. We are here as Malawians telling these parties that citizens of Malawi want this. So that whatever you may have in your particular manifestos, you must know that Malawians definitely need this. You may have your own campaign agenda there, but the citizens of Malawi, what is it they are looking for? That's why we come here as Muvi Wachilungamo to enlighten all of you who are competing for the seat of government and presidency. But before we go there, we want to update you on the situation that has taken place at Mwanza. The Malawians that have been that are being mistreated at the border, they have just been transferred to Kamuzu Stadium as if they are players of football, as if they are players of netball or something, or they are athletics. These are citizens that had homes in South Africa, had business in South Africa. They are going back home because of the lockdown of COVID-19. They are not supposed to be punished the way DPP government is doing. This is wrong. As a government, you knew that these Malawians will come. You were supposed to be ready at the border to test them or do whatever requirement is needed, and if there is need for quarantine, as far as Malawi is concerned that is not in lockdown, they were supposed to be given space to go and isolate themselves in their different homes. You have not done that, and instead you are taking these people, after keeping them long at the border, now they are at the football ground at the Kamuzu Stadium, where there is no shelter. This is ill treatment, Mr. Mutalik. This is punishment of the souls of people, DPP. This is wrong, government of Malawi. You need to address this as a matter of urgency, because this one is a very hectic time because it's election time. There are relatives of these people who are supposed to give you votes. Will they give you in this situation? That is what we just wanted to warn you. Now we start with our introduction of today. It is now 26 years since Malawi adopted multi-party dispensation, where political parties, all of them, were baptized with the holy water of multipartyism. 26 years that Malawi could even say we are mature in democracy. But we want to ask these questions. Are you politicians happy and satisfied with the way you conduct violent rallies and campaigns? Ever since 1994 to 2020 today, we are still conducting violent rallies and suspicious campaigns. Why? Should we say that we are, according to us, we are doomed to one party life? We cannot transform. We cannot change from that party system to this one, where there is plural thinking, where there is free thinking, there is free will. We can't. Every time there's elections, someone has to lose blood. Every time there's election, property must be destroyed. Is this a democracy that we fought for? Malawi Police Service was supposed to be a reformed law enforcement agency as per 1994 reform program that was sponsored by the British. But as today, as I speak to you, in social media, there are leakages of secrets by police force, Malawi Police Service, planning to rig election in favor of Peter Mutharika. Malawi Police Service, that if DPP and Peter Mutharika lose elections, you will remain in Malawi Police Service. Are you going to be doing this? Each and every government that comes will be siding with the government. Where is the reformation? Where is the transformation? Where is the neutrality of the law enforcement agency? Fellow Malawians, we are playing with this country. And if we keep on doing this, I feel the smell of Rwanda bloodshed. I feel the smell of the Burundi bloodshed. I feel the smell that happened in Central African Republic. Our country is too small to go into that extent. Instead of the ruling party acting exemplary, why are you involved in violence? This question I'm giving to Mr. Peter Mutharika, to Atubele Muluzi and DPP. You are in the government. You are supposed to be acting exemplary. Show these opposition parties that elections must be conducted free and fair. A campaign should be done in a free space where there's no intimidation. But you are the first who initiate and promote and advocate violence. And then when you talk about other parties, you castigate the other party before you. That those ones were a one-party system, they were violent. What's the difference between you and the Malawi is part of one-party state? Muvi Wachilungamo is here to declare that if you continue doing this, we are going to tell opposition parties and the Malawians to say, don't vote for parties that are advocating for violence. And they will never vote for you. That one must be assured, because this time is not your radio stations, this time is not your private radio station or TVs, it is the phones. Nowadays, when we talk now, as I speak today, the whole country will listen to this voice. Now, Malawians have opened their eyes. Lies are not working at all. That one you must know. Now, today, Muvi Wachilungamo order and command to citizens of Malawi not to go on the voting day. If this continues, that people should be molested, abused, intimidated, Malawians, don't vote for a party that is promoting violence. Don't go and vote for a party despite what good development agenda they have. But if they are violence, you should not vote and go and vote. Besides, you Malawians, you know, the governments or these people that are fighting to say they want to come into the government, they will not take money from their pocket and give you. It is you who take your money from your pocket and give them. So if there's anything, what you need first is peace to prevail wherever you are. Whatever you need first is peace to prevail in our country. For you to run your business and run your land so that you can make money to give them tax, isn't it? Therefore, don't vote for people that are promoting violence, because you can't do business in violence. You can't be free to run your trading or whatever work you can do in violence. Therefore, any party that is promoting violence in Malawi should not be voted for. And this is the warning to DPP and UDF Alliance and to Tosi Alliance. If you promote violence in this campaign, Malawians must not give you their vote. Campaign number one. That was just introduction. Now we come to our campaign today. This campaign is talking to two torchbearers, Mr. Peter Mutharika and Mr. Lazarus Chakwera. You are learning mates, because they must remind you that Juma said so, Muvi said so. Atubele Muluzi and Mr. Salos Chilima. I always say Atubele Muluzi because he's younger than me, so he's a young boy. And all of you must listen to this. You have gone around selling your agenda and plans. None of you follow you. None of you has ever come out with a plan on how you will increase energy in Malawi. I've not heard anybody of you. You are talking, hey, we'll give you laptops. Oh, hey, we are not going to do this. But nobody has spoken how our country will move forward on energy. Because this time, if there's any development in the world, one should look at energy. That's the source of development. That's the source of power. That's the source of anything that we need. So, as I speak to you, Malawi has only 300 megawatts of energy. No one of you is talking about this. We don't know, when we vote for you, what is the hope about energy? Because as I speak to you, I heard somebody, Adubele Moses, telling people that if you vote for us as DPP and UDF Alliance, there will be no blackouts of electricity. And the problem of us, we cannot ask him to say, why do you say we should vote for you? You are already in the government. We are in blackouts. Now you promised that when you are, why don't you stop the blackouts now? So Muvi Wachilungamo is asking you, all of you, the contenders, what is it that you have in place to develop, enhance, and expand our energy sector in Malawi? Because I was here 2-3 weeks ago, I said we have coal, 1 billion plus tons underground that can make electricity with our own hands at home. Then we have rivers, a lot of them on the lake, that can make hydropower energy. No one of you is talking about this project. You are just promising that you bring 1 million jobs, you are going to bring peace, there will be 3 meals a day. Here you are promising no blackouts and laptops, but you have not touched on the energy. If Malawi is to develop first, we need to have something like 5,000 megawatts of power. And we are on 300. Not even reaching 4,700. What is your plan? We want to hear that. Campaign number 2. We have heard all